I just saw a musical comedy in New York City about politics called Waste, Fraud, and Abuse. I have to admit, I laughed my head off all night. But today it's reflection time because I see a lot of people looking at this through a cloud of fear. If you're of a certain age and you're finding the U.S. presidential election just a little hard to take, I hope you'll find this perspective a little more constructive. Hi, I'm Steve Washer. Welcome to the 1 Minute Authority, the place to get your video groove on. Today, I want to speak to the boomers. We've been blamed for all the ills this country is going through now, and the thing is, maybe, to some extent, that's true. While we were busy raising our families and building our careers and businesses, some among us, the boll weevils, were eating away the fabric of our society just to get power. We made fun of them on Saturday Night Live, but that was about it. We felt relatively safe. But now our ship of state has become more like a runaway train headed toward a cliff with no brakes. The boll weevils thought they tasted great. One of the candidates wants to put some of the passengers at the back of the train, and one of them wants to charge you a little bit more for your ticket. So whoever wins this election, we could all lose, but a few will have enough awareness of what's happening to simply unhitch themselves and their families from this broken engine. And I don't mean in a political way, like running away to Canada. My beat, after all, is marketing. I don't know what you'll think about my solution, but it works for hundreds of thousands of real people. So let's see if this makes sense to you. The way I see it, what you do next could not only help your business, but be a kind of public service. Why? Well, if you're a boomer, you've had a long and storied career, or two, or maybe three. You have a body of work. You have an approach all your own. You know how to solve problems at a deep level. And once upon a time, you turned that into a business. You learned to rely on referrals, TV ads, or the yellow pages. And now you may have found it isn't really working anymore. Meanwhile, you've looked at the internet and wondered if any new clients could be found there. I think this moment in history is perfectly timed for almost anyone to build a brand online. Technology has made it much easier to get a message to the masses. There are more ways for people to discover you and for you to demonstrate your expertise in a way that makes them want to work with you. When you and I grew up, there was no internet. So working this way isn't in our bones. When I started, I had to teach myself a little bit of coding just to get a page up with a video and a little text around it. But somehow, a few months later, I had a platform. And I had my own series, and people responded. Well, today, the technology part is so much easier. And if you choose video for your platform, you've chosen the very language of the internet. I know. You've got to have faith because at this age, we naturally get a little risk averse. But there's something I wish you would keep in mind. Your deep experience is more valuable than you may know. I just met with a boomer client who is getting ready to shoot over 100 videos for an online training program. It's one he's been teaching successfully in the brick and mortar world. So this will be his retirement income. Here's the thing. Because of the missteps our politicians have taken over the years, we will be the last generation of this iteration of the modern world. And if you can transition your business into the next, you'll be the first generation to lead at least a few people into a better, higher world using all your experience, knowledge, judgment, and wisdom. Whoever wins this next election is going to have the horrible job of looking out the window of the lead car as this train goes over the cliff. But if we can disengage from that doomed engine and instead engage others online, we can still, as a people, not only survive, but thrive. Obviously, we can't do this without you. We don't have the luxury of doing one more career first, or for that matter, the luxury of thinking this is beyond our capability. A video platform solves nearly all the branding, messaging, bonding, and marketing problems you can imagine. If you want what life wants, your platform will do fine. It's like getting on one of those rolling sidewalks in the airport. Every step has more reach. And if you're wondering how to know what life wants, it's simple. You won't hear some message from on high saying, "Time to be a bullfighter." It's not like that at all. Real life unfolds second by second in a constant renewing. And every moment we don't want is our invitation to stop, look, and step right into that flow, into what life wants for you. The more uncomfortable moments you get now, the more wisdom, life, and truth you get. Well, I didn't say it was easy. If it was, hardly anybody would be left on that ghost train. But I mean, come on. How much longer can we afford to wait? The lobby lights are blinking. Act 3 is about to start. So, okay, I hope your candidate wins, but I don't think it will matter. The only thing that will matter is your decision about that brand new track over there, with a powerful, shiny new train standing by with a beautiful set of brakes, with your company name plastered on the side. In short, it's a train full of passengers waiting to leave the station. Will you take your place in the engineer's cab? For wanting what life wants, I'm Steve Washer. Thanks for watching The 1 Minute Authority.